and a little bit of college basketball for you. With me, as always, I've got Nick Parsons from the Insiders Room. Nick, how's it going today?
It is going absolutely fantastic, Allie. Cannot wait to get into these three games.
Yes, good stuff. We do have a guest handicapper. We've got Kurt Alexander's with us today. Also, Kurt, how are you feeling about these games?
Oh, I love these games. I think we have some action and cashing some tickets.
All right, that's what we're looking to do here. People at home, don't forget, like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and drop your comments in the comment box. Let us know what you think about our cap and what you think about these games that are coming up. So we've got our first one. We're going to talk Colts at the Steelers. This one's on Sunday. The Colts are 10-4. They're coming off a win against my Texans, 27-20. Steelers are 11-3, but they're coming off 3 consecutive losses. The Colts are the favorite, minus a 1.5, and the total is 44.5. So, Nick, what do you got on this one?
Yeah, an interesting game for sure. Two teams suddenly moving in opposite directions. One thing I would like to point out about Indianapolis, you guys, it's played really well on the road. It's won its last 4 games on the road straight up. What do you guys think about Phillip Rivers?
Can't stand him.
Yeah, like what I always knew about him was that he had like the most cush job ever and couldn't be a good quarterback in the greatest city to live in the US. Like,
I'm not a big Rivers fan either. And I didn't really think that he was going to do very well in Indianapolis this year. I thought that he was going to fall flat on his face. But really, he's done better, I think, than most people would have expected. He has 22 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. And yeah, that's better than I thought he would do at this point. The Colts, they have plenty of talent on offense. They have a really good offensive line. Rivers also has a really good running back in Jonathan Taylor. He has 850 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns. And then the Colts, they have a really good defense. Defense is down this year, but this is one of the better defenses. It's only allowing 22.9 points per game. The Steelers, as you mentioned there, they've lost 3 straight. This was one of the best teams, it looked like, for a really long time here until about 3 weeks ago. Big Ben, he has 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. But James Conner, he went down recently with injury, and it's really made Roethlisberger look one-dimensional here. Two of three of Pittsburgh's most recent losses have come against losing clubs. And now the Steelers have to face one of the best defenses they've seen all year. So, yeah, actually, you know what? This line opened at +3 for the Colts. It's now Indy's favored. But, yeah, as I say, this one's a tough one, guys. I'm giving it the eye test. These two teams are moving in opposite directions. So, yeah, I think that Indianapolis is going to keep the foot on the gas. And so that's going to be my pick here on Indianapolis.
All right. What do you got on it, Kurt?
I actually agree with your Indianapolis analysis there. Phillip Rivers. So my whole history with Phillip Rivers, I'm a Titans fan, and playing the Chargers for years. I want to say he had like a 7-1 record against Tennessee. Like playoffs, it just didn't matter. They would find a way to beat us. It didn't matter how well the Titans were playing. So when you look at the Colts, a division rival, we never beat Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck was undefeated against the Titans. So here you replace Luck with a guy that only has 1 loss versus Tennessee. So I can't stand it. I hope Pittsburgh does something to keep this team out because they are dangerous. That's the one team. Bring on Kansas City. Bring on Baltimore again. Titans do not want to face the Indianapolis Colts. I have Colts favored at least by 2 in this game with my numbers. I just think they're the better team. Breaking down the season into quarters, what do we have? We're in the last quarter. This is the toughest part of the schedule for Pittsburgh. That's all it was. It was like window dressing in the beginning of the season. They're winning all these games. Now and they beat Baltimore twice. Once thanks to COVID, and the other one, that's when Baltimore was kind of still figuring things out. But yeah, this Pittsburgh team, they've been inconsistent all year. They haven't replaced Le'Veon Bell. We talk about James Conner. He had one all right season, but this is years of not really bringing the right running backs in there to help Big Ben out. So, yeah, in this game, I think they're just overmatched. I think they're just going to continue to slide. Yeah, I like Indy this game. I got a -2 in my numbers, so the casinos are just about right there.
All right. Well, I like this game under. That was my play. I thought one of you would say under, but I think this game goes under the total. I think it's going to be a defensive matchup. And I think last night we were talking about it's going to be cold. The Colts are a dome team. They're not going to be good in the cold, that kind of stuff. So my play was on the under in this one.
That's a really good reasoning. Absolutely.
I'm going the other way. Yeah, I know. I switched everything I did on the cap yesterday. Like I'm completely. I woke up this morning, had some coffee and did these numbers again, and it just came out completely different. And today I'm going with the Colts in the over. The Colts number. I pay attention to their total, and it's always 51.5. This is an overreaction because of Pittsburgh. They have this total low. So yeah, this is a little too low for the Colts. You understand? Like certain numbers, like their magic number has been 51.5, and they've gone over and under that, obviously. But 45, 44, yeah, not the Colts. They have bad quarters. They have bad halves. That could be. They could go over that in the first half. I like this game over the total. Pittsburgh's got to do something. If you're going to beat Indianapolis, you're going to have to score some points because they will put points up. So yeah. This 44 is it's too short for Indy. We've seen Indy all year. 44, yeah, that's odds makers trying to get over. I'm taking it over.
Not today, Indy.
Not today.
All right. The next one we're going to talk about is the Eagles at the Cowboys. I've got the Eagles at -2. And the number is 49.5. What do you got on this one, Nick?
This is another tough one. This is a big game, a divisional contest. It's a revenge game for Andy Dalton and the Cowboys. They lost 23-9 in Philadelphia back in early November. Philadelphia, it won big against the Saints 2 weeks ago, but then it lost to the Cardinals by 7 points last weekend. But you know what, you guys, I like Dallas here. I was on Dallas last week. Dalton, he's finally starting to find some chemistry. Really, I think he's been great. Carson, he's helped his team win 2 straight there. Most recently, of course, they got the better of the 49ers last weekend. And Dalton's counterpart, rookie Jalen Hurts, I mean, he's been really good too. I really like this guy. He's been fantastic in the early going. But as I mentioned, Andy Dalton, he's finally starting to get back into game shape there. But yeah, the Dallas defense, obviously it was the weak point of this team. It's obviously still the weak point of this team. It was the worst part over the first part of the season, but it's quietly gotten better over the last few games. Now, the offense, it's always been good. They've combined to score 71 points over the last 2 games. Philadelphia's combined to score 50 points over the last 2 games. But yeah, I just think Dallas is the correct call here. It's playing better at the moment. It plays with revenge. It plays at home. I mean, obviously the outright is possible, guys, but I'm going to suggest just to grab the handful of points. Why not? I like Dallas here.
I'm with you on this. I think Dallas has a lot of momentum going right now, and I like teams that are like moving forward. What do you think about this one, Kurt?
I'm jumping in the car with both of you. Yeah, I definitely like Dallas in this game. You got a rookie quarterback on the road, and you got to remember, Philly just hasn't been playing well. I blame Carson Wentz for everything. I know this, but it's the rest of the team too. There's some other guys on there. The gambler of a coach they have with some of the calls that he makes, going for because he can't go for 3 when the score is 7-6 in the first quarter. Like, why would you go for 2 here? Now everybody's walking with their head down because they're losing by a point, that kind of thing. So yeah, I just don't trust Philadelphia in this spot. And what's crazy about this division, a few weeks ago, Philadelphia was the favorite. And you were getting as much as 9-1 with do you remember this? You were getting like 9-1 with Washington and the Giants. Then you go, through a couple of weeks, Philly all of a sudden is 7-1, and the Giants are favored, and Dallas is like 12-1. You really could have bet every NFC East team and come out a winner had you caught like we saw this coming. We knew this division was going to have a losing record. And with the way, they changed first place, they pretty much, this one's in first place for a week, then Dallas is in first place for a week, or, the Giants are in first place. Yeah, you had opportunity to really cash some futures with this division. Like, it was crazy. 9-1. It's week 4.
Wow.
Yeah, I really missed that. I saw it, and then a couple weeks later it was gone, and then Philly was the dog. And I wanted to see what was going to happen. That's what it was. I'm like, Philly's the favorite. Let me see if they're going. Nope. No,
not yeah. All of a sudden, boom, gone.
Opportunity, and now the Giants are favored. And then when I saw the Cowboys a couple weeks at 12-1, I'm like, nope, missed that too. So yeah, this has just been a crazy division. But this game, I'm definitely taking the Cowboys. It's going to be close. It's going to be really close. I'm taking the Cowboys.
All right. Friends in the chat, let us know what you think. I know that Elliot likes the under on the Eagles game, 49.5. Do you guys have any thoughts on the over or the under?
Well, the first game went under, and typically I would sort of lean the other way on this game. But no, I think that in this game, both teams have played to some higher scoring games. This is a super important divisional contest. I would lean to the under as well.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, Philly isn't going to win in a shootout. So
I think Dome, Sweet Dome, and both defenses give up a lot of points. Like I said, my numbers might be way off, but I think this is going to be a high scoring game. The offense runs differently with Hurst in there. It's a run pass option. He could throw the ball. He's very capable of leading the team down the field with his arm. But when he gets out of that pocket, watch out. So, like I said, I think this game will go back and forth. I just can't trust Dallas's defense. I haven't been able to all year. And like I said, Philadelphia's coach is going to put them in some bad positions where they're going to go for it on fourth downs, and Dallas is going to get the ball back with great field position. So this is going to be one of those games. I just have a feel. And then they're two bad teams. Expecting two bad teams to play defense for you and kind of hold this under the total. I'm gonna go the other way. I'm getting out the car. Let me out.
All right. The Mad Capper says Philly to the over. You both make good points.
Interesting.
We'll find out on Sunday.
Well, someone's going to win that game. Yeah, it's going to go over or under. That's for sure.
Over or under, yes.
Yeah, we know that. We notice. So I'm obsessed with the Saturday Night Live We Notice thing. So you guys might have to deal with that for a few weeks. Just so you know.
No, I'm clueless now.
Don't go down that.
Have to Google Kate McKinnon, Saturday Night Live, Dr. Vinotis. It's the funniest thing. Vinotis. It's so funny. Anyway, but I digress. So I do want to talk some college basketball. I'm going to sneak it into the NFL live cap because it's going on and it's super fun. And hey, we can make money on it. And sometimes I'm pretty good at betting on it. So, so I nailed this cap. They just played 2 days ago. Kurt and I did Total Chaos College Basketball. This guy won right here. But I nailed that cap. Like I work for Mountain West basketball. So I see these teams play in front of my face, for season after season. And I got a pretty good grip on them. So now they're going to play again. I don't know if I can nail this cap, but I can tell you what I think about it, which is that, okay, so the idea is that New Mexico hasn't played anybody, right? Boise most definitely has. And Boise's like this. They get undercut, especially by their football program, right? No one ever thinks Boise basketball, but they're a real scrappy, good little team. Well, out of my notes, they've played BYU, they've played Houston, they have better defense, and they absolutely blew out New Mexico in the first game. It was 77-53. But now we're getting this line of minus 12.5. New Mexico was only down 10 points at the half. I think a solid bet on this is New Mexico plus the points in the first half. If you can make first half bets, I think that's a really solid play on this. Laying the minus 12.5 for Boise, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think, Nick? Do we lay 12.5 points?
I think that you guys are probably both liking New Mexico here, but I like Boise State here. As I say, normally I look at a revenge game. I like the revenge angle, but I just think it's different this year in the COVID year where they're playing these back-to-back games, and so it's a little different, the whole revenge factor, in my opinion. And so I'm throwing that out the window. I'm not sure if you guys would have taken that into account or not. But yeah,
well, it is in conference. Like, that's part of it too, is that it is in conference. There is definitely a revenge factor between these teams, but that's like in any season. They want to beat each other. You know?
True enough.
That's part.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not taking. Like, sorry, I keep.
That's okay.
Clearly, I'm excited to talk about this.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, I like Boise State here minus the 12.5. It just seems a little. New Mexico's not that good. Like, they're just not. They haven't played anybody. They're not that good of a team. I think full game, you should stay off of it. And first half is the way to go. And then also, I think it's going to stay under the total again. I don't think New Mexico is going to be able to shoot the way that Boise can. And I think that the teams will kind of even each other out. What do you think, Kurt? What you got?
I'm actually on New Mexico. Good call, Dick. I'm taking the 12.5 points. Not so much the revenge factor, but in this game, Boise State shot 61% in the first half and 57 in the second half, and those are high numbers. 50% is high, right? That for you to have two halves like that, and to try to repeat that same performance. I don't know if you could shoot 61% with nobody on the field, just in the court, in the gym with you, just shooting jumpers. How hard is that to do? Like 61%? So I'm definitely taking the points here. When I capped this game, I had this being maybe a 6-point favorite for Boise State. Like I said, just crazy numbers. So if I'm getting 12, I'm going to take the 12.5. Yeah, definitely.
I'm not. But I did do the numbers wise. Like, I'm like, if you look at my paper, field goal. Yes. Field goals were the difference, right? They both shot 33% from 3-point land. It was 29 rebounds to 35. It was 13 turnovers to 12. It was 60% free throws to 52.6% free throws. The difference maker was the field goals, right? Yeah. And New Mexico was at 34% there, whereas Boise is at 58%. And that's your difference maker. Like, that's the defense. You can't score on us. And I get New Mexico is going to be ready for that. I mean, now they've seen each other, but Boise is not going to, we just beat your ass. We're about to do it again. Like, Boise is not going to like sugarcoat this for them in any freaking way, especially in Boise. So also the thing about Boise is there's 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a sophomore. Over in New Mexico, we have 2 juniors, a freshman, a sophomore, and a senior. And that senior's from, like, where is he from? I want to say Sydney, Australia, New South Wales. That's where he's from. He's not, what do you care about New Mexico? Like, he's not that guy. So I don't know if I would lay it. If I had to, I wasn't going to give you guys a side for full game, but I would lay it. I would lay it.
I'm looking at the field goal percentage. New Mexico in that second half shot 26%. So it was a combination of Boise State shooting 57% in the second half, stretching the lead out some, and New Mexico. To get that kind of repeat performance, I get it. But like you said, the field goals was the difference. So the team that had the better field goal percentage won the game by that margin. Now, can you do it again? That's the thing. I don't think so.
Well, like Matt Capper said there about Philadelphia Eagles there, I guess we're going to find out here pretty shortly, aren't we?
That's just it.
If you guys see me ripping my paper out, you guys see me ripping my paper.
No, I don't have an official play. I was leaning strongly towards Boise State there.
Yeah, I'm with it. But I really think that New Mexico plus whatever, it'll probably be 6.5, 7 points first half. I do like that play a lot because they're going to come out very hard. And that always happens, like when teams play big schools like a Duke or a UNC and you're a smaller school getting a bunch of points. I love those points first half because what do? We're playing Duke. We got to hustle. And Duke is like, that's cool. That's cool, bro. Because the second half is going to come and then we're going to ruin your lives, So this is one of those situations where they're going to come out. They beat us last time. We need revenge. And Boise's going to be like, cool story, bro.
I don't think there's that much of a difference between Boise and New Mexico right now. Right?
There is. Boise played Houston. Boise played BYU. Boise is on a 5-game winning streak, 3 in a row at home. That's what Boise's doing. New Mexico played Rice.
Boise.
And a D2 in Le Tourneau, some weird school I can't pronounce. Sorry if you go to Le Tourneau. I didn't mean that. Go Le Tourneau. Anyway, yeah, they haven't played anybody but Boise. And what happened when they played Boise, Kurt? What happened? Oh, it was 77-53. That's what I remember. They got blown out.
Okay.
It's going to happen again. You want to make a side
again?
bet right here? No, I'm just kidding.
What? Push-ups again?
Listen, you know this conference like the back of your hand, Ellie.
You bet a duck fan. You do push-ups.
I do. Yeah. Elliot says New Mexico first half, Boise full game. Yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. And I think it goes under. I think it still stays
under as well.
Yeah, it's going to go under.
I like.
Well, if you think New Mexico is going to win, then you need to take the over because they're going to need a lot of points to do that, friend. Okay.
Let me see Boise shoot 61 and 57% again. Seriously.
Okay, you will. Watch this. 6 o'clock tonight. Watch.
And like I said, you're gonna need 26 and 42 from New Mexico. When they played Our Lady of whatever, they still put up 100 points, so they could get the ball in the bucket.
Yeah, they can shoot. I'm not saying they can't shoot, but it's super easy to shoot when you're playing a D2 and a Le Tourneau and a Rice. That's like super easy. Yeah, I could beat them, you know. Now we're just arguing. Call me later. We can finish this. People are watching right now. We're in public. All right. Leg Show Magazine says Tennessee basketball team's going to cost people a lot of money. Yeah, man. Lazy bastards.
Who's that?
Show Tennessee basketball. They cost us a pick on Total Chaos. We thought they were going under. They did not.
You remember what you told me yesterday? You're like, hey, eventually that trend when I told you about my buddy with the Tennessee first half, he's just been cashing tickets with Tennessee first half. And Allie told me yesterday, she's like, yeah, well, he keeps that up. One of these days it's not going to cash. And I guess that's today, like you called it.
Yep. That's just it. Again, Tennessee hadn't played anybody either, right? Tennessee was dicking around with App State, Kennesaw State, and then they had 2 decent ones that were still nobodies, you know. Oh, Cincinnati. Sorry, Cincinnati. You're not a nobody. And then someone else, but no one good, you know.
Right.
I'm just saying. All right, guys. So those are our picks. I'm sorry. I steamrolled that. I have so much anxiety about doing my own free pick videos, but once you get me going, boys.
Yeah, that's right. College basketball.
It's my biz. All right, guys. So like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Nick, are we going to do live cap on Friday?
Absolutely. If you're down, I'm sure Dan will be available as well, so we can give out some more college winners. Looking forward to that. Some bowl games.
Yes. Yeah. And check out, there's a Total Chaos bowl game in the YouTube right now, and Picks and Parlays YouTube. So it goes all week long. It's Monday until I think the last bowl game Saturday or something. So there's free picks from the Total Chaos guys in that one. Yeah. Live cap 6 p.m. Eastern on Friday. Catch us there. We're doing Total Chaos. Nick, you're coming back. You're back in the ring for Total Chaos.
Against the legend himself.
Yes. Chip is good, man. Yeah. You better have your damn face on. Chip is wrecking shop, and he'll come after you if you beat him. So watch out.
All right.
He's so funny. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and don't forget, check out all of our I'm trying to hit something. All of our live shows and free pick videos on Facebook, Picks and Parlays Facebook and YouTube. Bye, guys. Have a happy holiday.
Thanks, guys.
All right.